Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Lisa Frankenstein. It stars Catherine Newton and Cole Sprouse. A misunderstood teenager and a reanimated corpse embark on a murderous journey to find love, happiness, and a few missing body parts. Lisa Frankenstein is a movie I I liked. I it I don't. This is a very strange movie. Like very strange. Rom-coms are not really my thing. I usually come out and say like they're okay, I guess, but there's always that part in the movie that is like, oh, there's always forced trauma. Like there's always something in this movie, like in a movie or any rom-com, where it feels forced. But the stuff actually in here, now there's definitely maybe one or two scenes that definitely feel a little forced, but for the majority of the movie, I'm on board for the journey of these characters. Like it's weird. It's fucking weird. There's two characters in the film. I'm like, I want to see terrible things happen to you. I don't know if that says something about me as a person, but there's just I just when stuff happen, I'm like, good, because fuck these two people. And so yeah, it's a very wild different type of film. It's Catherine Newton, who's playing as Lisa, who does a really good job in the film. The last movie I saw her in was in Ant-Man Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, a movie I thought was okay. Definitely has not been as great as on many rewatches, but not still terrible film. But yeah, she was good in that, and so it was interesting to come and see this and see her in this. She brings a lot of presence on screen. Like there's one sequence with her and Cole Sprouse where they're playing the piano and she's like doing it's almost like a musical bit in some form, and she's really good in that part because she's playing the role very over the top. This is and it works for this film. Usually, sometimes going really over the top can ruin your film, but it really works here, and she does a great job. You understand her character until until they go on a murder spree. Then it's like, are we supposed to be rooting for these characters? I mean, like, I did not like these two characters, but then the film kind of, like, when the film goes on, it's like, maybe you're going a little bit too far. Oh, all right, well, you did it. So that's one thing I did like about the film. It doesn't try to paint them like they're justified or anything. But they are painted being misunderstood, and like there's always and they have and like certain things that happen can always lead to other things. They do a good job at like laying the foundation out for that. Cole Sprouse as I don't know, this dead guy. I don't think we really get a name from him besides Frankenstein. I guess his name is Frankenstein. He does a pretty good job in the film. He's probably the best part, honestly, which is not saying that much when he doesn't speak in the film. He has one scene in the film where he actually says something, but majority of the time it's just him. But like he does a great job just playing that silent role, and like he has to use a lot of his face expression or use a lot of body movement to express himself through his acting, and he does a really good job in the film. I really liked the first time when he comes like he is coming alive and he's like relearning how to somewhat act, and so he plays that role perfectly, and it's done very well. And the jokes really do work in this film. Like there's a couple times where they don't land, but I have not laughed that much in a film for a while now, and this movie did a good job at making me laugh. More funny than a Marvel film, that's for sure. It's just a lot of stuff in this movie works. The art style, like the cinematography in this movie is really cool. It's like it has this 80s vibe from it, and I think it might take place in like the 80s because it has all these like neon light colors, and like they use some of an art style way of like in some scenes where it's like a 2D animation type of style. Like this movie it has an interesting style to itself, and it just works very well to the story. And I like this time period, honestly, like the 80s, 90s. That time period is just really cool to me. And so yeah, that's all I can really say about this. It's a somewhat like a Romeo and Juliet story, but with a dead guy and someone who just went through this situation and trauma. That's kind of like a thing, like a big nitpick for me, is that like they don't do enough time at the beginning to flesh out like why a certain person hates this person. It's like, you know, that's kind of like where I was hinting at, like this kind of feels a little forced. It's like, oh, okay, we just need you to hate this person for the sake of hating, or you know, we have this character, or the reason why this character is a little weird because of this thing happening. It's like, I wish they did a little bit more to, like, you know, flesh that out, but they did a good job at like laying down the foundation for this story that we have been that is going to be told to us. And it's a lot of fun, and so I recommend you guys checking this out this week. I'm going to give Lisa Frankenstein a B+. I honestly really did enjoy it. I don't enjoy rom-coms that much, and this one did a good job breaking that freaking repetitiveness of a rom-com type of film and putting a spin onto it. And I want more films like this to do really well. It's a nice date movie. If you're single, you're going to have to enjoy this one by yourself, because first date movie dates are not the best. Just take it from a guy with experience. So you're going to have to enjoy this film by yourself. But for the ones that are already in a relationship, good for you. And this would be a nice movie for dates as well. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.